The Democratic National Convention is held every 4 years to officially nominate the Democratic candidates for the President and Vice President of the United States, officially adopt a party platform, and in general, bring Democrats across the country together to plan for the upcoming election. But this year, the Democratic National Convention was highly unconventional. For the first time in history, the entire 4 days of the event took place online in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. That is, however, not the only historical incident from the convention. Former President Barack Obama pulled out all the stops in a bid to urge people to vote for Joe Biden. He set aside an unwritten rule to not directly criticize the incumbent president and called out Donald Trump for failing to do better for Americans.
I did hope, for the sake of our country, that Donald Trump might show some interest in taking the job seriously. That he might come to feel the weight of the office and discover some reverence for the democracy that had been placed in his care. But he never did.
He also visibly fought back tears and remembered the fight Americans have put up to counter racism and oppression, and pleaded with voters to not let their efforts go to vain.
Do not let them take away your power. Do not let them take away your democracy.
Former First Lady Michelle Obama gave a revised rendition of her speech from 2016 when she told voters to go high when they go low. She clarified that her popular catchphrase means unlocking the shackles of lies and mistrust with the only thing that can truly set us free, the cold, hard truth. By truth, Obama says she was referring to Donald Trump being the wrong president for the country, and it simply is what it is. She also urged voters to turn out in full force and do whatever it takes to make sure that they vote.
If you think things cannot possibly get worse, trust me, they can and they will if we don't make a change in this election.
The third most noteworthy incident to take place was, of course, Joe Biden's official nomination for the President of the United States.
United, we can and will overcome this season of darkness in America. We'll choose hope over fear, facts over fiction, fairness over privilege. I'm a proud Democrat, and I'll be proud to carry the banner of our party into the general election. So it's with great honor and humility I accept this nomination for President of the United States of America.
Kamala Harris also made history by being the first woman of color to be officially nominated as the Vice President of the United States. Harris said she was doing her Indian origin mother proud. She referred to Donald Trump as a predator and accused him of turning tragedies into political weapons.
And let's be clear, there is no vaccine for racism.
Perhaps the most surprising event from the convention was support from 4 top Republican Party members. Former Ohio Governor John Kasich spoke on their behalf and said that their responsibility was to the country first and the party second. Todd Whitman, former Republican governor of New Jersey, summed up their sentiment and said, "This isn't about being Republican or Democrat. It is about being a person." Since then, over 70 former national security officials who served under Republican administrations have endorsed Joe Biden for the presidency. Former Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton did not mince her words during her speech. She warned voters to learn from her own campaign and to do better this time. For a quick recap, Clinton had won the popular vote in 2016, meaning she got more votes than Trump, but she lost the Electoral College. She told voters to turn up in such large, overwhelming numbers that it would prevent another woulda, coulda, shoulda situation.
Remember back in 2016 when Trump asked, "What do you have to lose?" Well, now we know. Our health care, our jobs, our loved ones, our leadership in the world, and even our post office.
The DNC also gave space for civilians and put a human face on the COVID-19 tragedy and the Black Lives Matter movement. Various senators and health officials talked about Trump's mishandling of the virus and invited Kristen Urquiza, who lost her father to the virus, to talk about her experience. She said her father believed Trump when he said that the virus was under control.
My dad was a healthy 65-year-old. His only pre-existing condition was trusting Donald Trump, and for that, he paid with his life.
She shared the spotlight with the relatives of George Floyd and Eric Garner, who were victims of police brutality in the United States and largely sparked the Black Lives Matter movement.
And when this moment ends, let's make sure we never stop saying their names.
The Biden-Harris administration also received overwhelming support from other key players in the Democratic Party. Bernie Sanders, Bill Clinton, and Elizabeth Warren vouched for them. Sanders actually appealed to his own supporters, progressives who are unhappy with Biden's fairly moderate stance, and told them that this isn't the time for a party divide.
But let us be clear. If Donald Trump is reelected, all the progress we have made will be in jeopardy.
Most viewers have said that the convention has been a roaring success despite the hiccups and obstacles. President Trump has even fired off several tweets criticizing the convention and all the speakers. Now it remains to be seen how the Republican National Convention, which takes place next week, pans out.